Seawall.
And seawall.
We will rebuild.
Seawall, and as the death toll climbs, combined with the scarcity of
Order, creating a power vacuum.
Is worry about their future within.
It's simple to say that The Penguin, Season 1, Episode 1, is among the greatest DC productions ever, even after just one episode. It's evident right away that The Penguin will be something unique. The Penguin played by Colin Farrell is similar to the Joker played by Heath Ledger. For many of us, there will never be another live-action incarnation of this character that we can see without thinking of Farrell in the slightest. The Batman and the Penguin have a tone that is quite similar, and the showrunners do a fantastic job of capturing the distinct, gloomy Gotham look of that film. The daylight sequences are the first in which we get to view the city in a new light. This is highly significant in a number of ways, pertaining not only to Oz's freedom to move about in the sunshine without Batman pursuing him, but also to the manner he pursues his illegal goals away from prying eyes. Just 1 week has passed after the Batman 2022 events. With the death of Carmine Falcon, the subterranean kingpin of Gotham, there is a power vacuum. Alberto Falcon, his son, shows up at the Penguins Club in search of some personal belongings. This opening scene is amazing, with news clippings playing in the background and the Penguin staring out the window at the city. They expertly established the mood and gave us all the information we needed. After getting the junkie Alberto intoxicated, Oz gently presses him for information. After all, knowledge is power. We find out that Alberto is developing a new medication, and that a shipment is scheduled to arrive shortly, but no one else is aware of this. You cannot claim that this will not be significant in the future. The majority of the show takes place in the dark, melancholy of night. Once again, the showrunners are putting in a lot of labor to attempt to replicate Matt Reeves' vision of Gotham, which takes on a life of its own. When it comes to vulgarity and violence, the Penguin also doesn't hold back. We are smacked rather hard with the R rating in the first few minutes, enjoying Oz's vivid vocabulary and startling outbursts of violence. Even though the Dark Knight is never shown, it immediately and amazingly effectively distinguishes itself from the Batman while remaining true to Reeves' tone and style.
Do me a favor, kid. Shut your goddamn.
Baby, everything okay?
Ideally for the whole night. Call you. Imagine if you and your buddies came here. What to think that small? Hold up there, Chief.
Hey, who are you?
Inky over there. Be done with the both
No,
of yous.
no. With whatever you need, I can help you. Whatever you need, whatever it is. All right?
Line just once. I swear to God, I'll gut you to sunrise. Sig to clear up.
This serves to remind audiences that these universes aren't distinct but rather perfectly related. Oz's persona is becoming more nuanced as a result of his blossoming friendship with Victor. He is no longer just another villain in the Batman Rogues Gallery. Oz is a human, and it's obvious that he makes mistakes based on instinct or a sincere wish to be accepted as he has always been. Since Victor is still relatively new to the criminal underground, he provides the viewer with an ideal perspective on it. Even better, Victor reveals more of Oz's bloated ego and damaged psyche, and I'm eager to see where it goes from here. Strong character development has lots of opportunity here. As Oz, Colin Farrell is amazing. Even if he felt a little more constrained in his position in the Batman, he was still able to show off his acting prowess and provide a committed, borderline terrifying performance that allowed us to see different aspects of his character. Sophia Falcon, played by Christine Milioti, is a sharp-witted crime leader with explosive violent inclinations simmering under her cool exterior. She is the ideal foil for Oz since the two of them obviously have enormous egos, and seeing them battle is gripping. The Penguin gets off to a great start. Without straying too far from that well-established, gritty backdrop, it does a fantastic job of establishing itself apart from the Batman and defining its own route and style. This is not a superhero or villain, anti-hero spin-off. Rather, it is first and foremost a dark, sometimes cynical criminal drama that makes a far better case for itself than I originally thought. Though it may not appeal to everyone, I envision it developing into a gritty TV show that makes you forget that it is set in the same universe as Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. We learn the first significant aspect of Oz Cobb's character during their talk. Why is he named that? Anyhow, while narrating a personal tale, he speaks about a man who went above and above to assist the residents of his hometown and who was well liked and respected by everybody. Can you imagine, asks Oz, to be recalled in such manner? Honored. Right at the beginning of the first episode, this gives us a great deal of information about his personality and objectives. This is a man who seeks the respect of those around him, but who, by his own reasoning, has little regard for those in positions of authority that they have never merited. After I stopped being shocked that Alberto was in this show at all, that moron laughs at Oz and calls the deceased man a little bitch in response to this tale. I apologize. Naturally, he is slain right away. The conversation, the tenor, the ambience, this program is exactly what any lover of a Penguin narrative has been waiting for so long.
Me like a fish.
Yeah, till you bleed out and die. Yeah.
You look handsome.
Okay, now look. Keep them calm.
No.
Perfect. No. No, it's,
Who's gonna drive? You gonna drive? What? Walt! Someone's here! Vic.
yeah. All right. What are you talking
You
about?
come in here, you trying to... What did you do? Come on. What did you do?
He's dead. Okay? Please.
He laughed at you?
Yep.
Like a little pussy boy? A big, strong bull of a boy. You never... What you did? Oh, you're so close now.
Easy, put your part in this. People in there spend your days thinking small, stealing rims and shit. And they don't even know what they... That's why we gotta take whatever we... But I gotta know. Keep your phone on.
Does. Because I thought you...
The way I see it, the Falcone higher-ups, eh? Nick, guess who's in charge of the money?
heavy lifting.
You know, revenge from you, ain't it? First hit, it's just the beginning.
What is it you're really after, Got that?
Whoever controls drops.
Fuck off.
Think on it, Sal.
You get this.
Come on. Shit. Damn it, Vic.
Oz meets with Johnny and Milos inside, who are transferring Cobb's narcotics enterprise to Robbinsville and closing it down. They take everything away from him and make him feel tiny and unimportant when he says they can't transfer his operation and they refer to it as our operation. You were employed by the family. Do you possess that? It will be really satisfying when Oz ultimately screws all these folks up. This is how you get people to support a guy who is obviously a terrible, deranged person. You force them to punish those who deserve it more. With reference to Alberto's recently developed medication, Oz pledges to revolutionize the drug industry in the hopes of buying some time or goodwill. Unfortunately, that's when Alberto's sister Sophia Falcon enters. Sophia inquires about her sibling. Just now, she was let out of Arkham. Right away, Christine Milioti delivers a fantastic performance. Her persona exudes a strength that commands the respect of everyone in her vicinity while simultaneously displaying a hint of insanity hidden behind her eyes. Over dinner, Sophia and Oz had a catch-up. It's obvious that she terrifies him. As I watched this moment, a few ideas and queries crossed my mind. It's obvious that they had a good working relationship even before she moved to Arkham. She has murdered several individuals, earning her the nickname the Hangman from tabloids. In what precise way is she out of prison? This sequence involving Sophia was incredible. She was so sure that Oz knew what had happened to her brother, and judging on the expression on her face, she appears to have realized that Oz had slain Alberto, even if she is acting as though she is unaware of it. We get more character development in place of action sequences or anything else you may see in an MCU film. Oz and Victor take the train and then the automobile to Cobb's mother. In a brief moment on the train, there are two clearly vacant seats designated for the disabled, but Oz hardly acknowledges them and refuses to sit on them. Characterization without words is the process of conveying to your viewers a character's inner thoughts without using a ton of awkward language. We witness someone sharing a QR code on paper with another passenger on the train. Scan the code. View the actual face of Gotham. Does this seem to have anything to do with the Riddler? I anticipate reading several ideas about it online and watching it play a significant role in the show down the road. Blackgate Penitentiary, Gotham's jail for lawbreakers who are not insane, is where the scheme starts. Oz first encounters Salvatore, the former underworld king who was deposed by Carmine. He offers Sal a chance to collaborate and returns his old ring, but the elderly kingpin declines. After, Sophia is outside of Oz's, I believe, home with some goons. He swiftly leaves as she spots him in his vehicle. When he comes to a dead end and finds himself unable to flee, we are once more reminded of his inferiority in this world. Nevertheless, he is cunning. He hides in the boot while leaving a door open to give the impression that he attempted to flee. Still, he is located and apprehended. Oz is nude and bound to a chair by Sophia. She asks the adolescent who was attempting to take the rims off his car, who was a witness the other night. Oz and Victor are seen enjoying slush puppies on the side of the road in the Season 1, Episode 1 finale of The Penguin. Oz intends to be first to arrive at the fresh drug shipment and seize control by selling them on the black market. He will set up a rivalry between the Maronis and the Falcons in the hopes that they would be too preoccupied with their own problems to give him any thought. He is undervalued at his own risk. Salvatore, however, is aware of Penguin's cunning, so I can see his being wary of Oz, and Sophia will never put her faith in him either. I can't wait for this show to finish. The Penguin might very possibly be the most watched TV show in 2024.